My name is Tyler Hero. I'm with the Miami Heat. 2K developers. I hope my overall...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm your host, the man sitting in the middle, Ernie Johnson, with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Well, what a treat. The NBA postseason begins.
Oh, I forgot.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We've got rabid Los Angeles fans packed inside the Staples Center. The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game one. And along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And alongside us tonight, we have a very special guest you're going to enjoy. 5-time NBA champion, 9-time all-defensive first-team selection. Laker legend, the terrific Kobe Bryant. Kobe, great to see you. We're so excited to have you.
No, thank you. I wouldn't miss a chance to stop by and call a game with you guys.
You still watch a lot, don't you?
I do. I'm a big fan.
You take a look at Los Angeles. Because they're the second seed, they'll have home court advantage through the next 2 rounds.
And, well, other than Game 7, I think Game 1 is the most important game of the series. For them as a home team, especially. Lose this game, and then there goes home court advantage.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. JaVale McGee is out there with Aminu. Kobe, in other sports, I mean, people always admired the mind of Peyton Manning playing in the NFL. Tom Brady, the way he thinks the game through. I compare you to that. Did you have that same kind of fascination in other sports with the great players that were similar to you in basketball?
Yeah, we used to get together. I remember the first time I met Peyton was at an Orlando Magic game, 99. He came in the locker room. We were just getting started. So I was just asking him questions about his process and stuff. He started going to, like, mock cover 2 and and I was like, and he went on for, like, a good 5 minutes. When he was done, I said, Peyton, I don't understand anything you just said. Right? But he spoke at a level of detail that was beyond fascinating.
You were impressed by that?
Yes, which then leads to more questions. You're like, Tom and I talk often about that stuff too. And how much we love the game, how much we love the process and the attention to every little detail. It's fun to be around, no matter the industry.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Graham.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Graham with the bucket. Graham's got 6.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Lillard. Passes it to McGee. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
And, Kobe, I remember you saying that curiosity is such a valuable trait in a player. I bet the triangle... It was a very intriguing offense for you to learn and grasp.
Oh yeah, it created such a system. It's like, you know, jazz. When people watch jazz musicians orchestrating, it seems as if they're freelancing, but they're freelancing with a built-in structure. You have to have structure in order to be able to freelance and create these amazing things. And the triangle gave unbelievable structure And, you know, some of the people that I've talked to that have competed against the triangle and lost against the triangle, whether it was to us or to the Bulls, all lament about the triangle's the biggest crock of garbage. It was just you and Michael. Then I said, you know what? Let's have a conversation about that. You remember this play?
Come on.
Yeah. Okay, that play happened at the moment it happened with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter because we knew in the first minute of the game when we ran it, you did this defensively. So we said, okay, they did that, check, we'll wait. Okay, now let's look at this action. Okay, this action, how they're playing this action. They're playing it that way. All right, check. Hold it. We'll wait. Interesting. Right? And so in the fourth quarter, we're able to take advantage. Why? Because we have a structure. From that structure, we know what you are doing, and we know how to counter what you're doing. Right? There's a reason Michael can look at Steve Kerr in a timeout and say, be ready. How would he know that?
Yeah, right.
How would he know that unless he knew every time he drove middle, Stockton was coming over to help on his dribble penetration? He could have made that pass to Steve Kerr in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Why did he wait?
That's good stuff. Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Well, you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants. Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw. Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start, 4 of 4 so far.
Kobe, you're so decorated in every way individually and as a teammate with the 5 championships. Of all the things, the all-star games, the all-defense, all the individual things you've accomplished, what is the one thing you might cherish? And you may have alluded to it with the championships, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but at the end of the day, is that the one thing above everything else that you covet?
No. You know, the fact that I can look in the mirror and honestly say I gave everything to the game.
And that was obvious.
But that's the thing, right? You don't want to feel like you've left anything on the table. There's no stone left unturned. I gave everything to the game that I possibly could. That, to me, is the biggest accomplishment.
What a feeling.
Yeah.
Well, off the bounce, we know he's good, but off of the kickouts, he can still get it done. That one rings true.
Pass to Graham. Here's Zubac, covered by Lillard. Harris, bounce pass. Graham. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Yeah, this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
Portland leading. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Graham. Down low. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The CJ is such an effective two-guard, not just a shooter and a great shooter at that, but a capable passer when his teammates are open.
Now here's LeBron, and Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul, and Portland making a change here. Nurkic has checked in. And Kobe, you look at the different styles and different approaches the teams employ. How much input did you have to say, hey, this is what I'm seeing, this is how I think we should play?
Yeah, well, that was the beauty about Phil's system, the triangle, was that the players had to take the responsibility of making it what it was. Right? He gave us a format to play out of, and he gave us the structure. But within that structure, you have a myriad of options.
Right.
And it's our responsibility. It was my... Michael's and Scotty's responsibility to figure out how to put Luke Longley, how to put Derek Fisher in the right spot on the floor to take advantage of the defense that you're facing.
Sounds complicated.
No, but you know, when you look at it, like the triangle, it spells things out very simplistically because you have rules.
Right.
When you have rules, then it's very easy to say, okay, when this happens, this happens. When that happens, this happens. Right? So it makes the game very, very easy to measure. And so things don't happen on accident, right? They happen with intent.
6 to shoot. That's a 2 from Lillard. The Lakers with the rebound. Left side, Harris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he gets it to go.
Wonderful recognition there. When you leave someone open around Harris, he's going to make you pay.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to speak with Terry Stotts for a minute. He talked about how important this first game is to them because it helps set the tone for the whole series. He said, win or lose, the key for us tonight is that we play tough, we play smart, and we let them know they're in for a heck.
The Trailblazers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. After 20 years in the NBA, Kobe, you were able to play with so many people. Who is most like you among guys you played with, who you would have said, this guy is like-minded? Like would Derek Fisher fit that category?
Yeah, D-Fish was tough.
Yeah.
D-Fish was tough. Adam Morrison, actually.
No kidding.
Adam Morrison. It made practices, it drove us because he was competitive in practice. And he tried to play defense, but he couldn't move laterally with the athleticism that most players could. But he was competing hard every single day, man. And he had a lot of competitiveness.
You like that?
In him. Oh, yeah. My whole team was built like that. We had a lot of guys that were temperamental. A lot of temperamental guys that you look at and say, you know what? You're not going to win a championship with that group. And we sit back and we laugh to this day. Like Shannon Brown and I will get together and we'll talk about the old days. And we'll just look at each other and say, you know, can you believe we won a championship with a bunch of misfits?
But collectively, I guess, right, there was something that obviously worked.
Yeah, we're all crazy. Yeah. And so, you know, when you take a bunch of crazy and you focus it on one thing, it tends to work out.
There it is, yeah.
There it is.
Another ring.
Yeah.
Should have done that.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Zach LaVine. Collins is out there with Aminu. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. LaVine finds McGee. Now McCollum. Pass to McGee. And here's McCollum. Guarded by Kuzma. The high post shot.
No way you make that.
And it falls.
What?
Over the rim and in. And that's now 11 points for C.J. McCollum.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Let's talk about something that I know fascinates basketball fans, Kobe, having that competitive streak, which is something that runs deep for you. Talk about the desire to dominate and completely destroy your opponent.
Well, it's the spirit of competition, right? I don't think you're doing anybody any service by going out there and competing half-hearted, right? If you truly respect the person that you're facing, then the right thing to do is to compete as hard as you possibly can against them to bring the best out of them. And that's on both ends of the floor. You can't be a one-way dominant player. You can't just compete on the offensive end and take it off on the defensive end. You got to play both sides of the ball.
Your motor never stopped. I mean, that's from our perspective on the sideline, watching you play on both ends of the floor, like you said.
Yeah, you got to keep going. And to do that, you have to train really, really hard in all season. Yeah, that's a lot of conditioning. It's a lot of weight training, right? You have to train in extraordinary ways in order to do extraordinary things.
Yeah, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And there's the call on James.
Why'd you do that?
So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Free throw good. McCollum.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws. And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And that one is good from Zubac.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. It's a 5-point game. And Kobe, I know you'd spend a fair amount of time watching video and scouting your opponents. How would your films change from regular season to say, the playoffs?
I had more time to prepare in the postseason, so I can watch more film and really focus on the entire package of the team that we're facing.
Not just the guy that's defending you?
No, not just the guy that's defending me.
All of it.
But all of it,
right?
How do they play us defensively as a team? How do they play us individually? How do we need to play them as a team? How do we need to play them individually? You start looking at kind of the grand scheme of things. In a regular season, most of these film sessions, for me at least anyway, took place on the plane. Right, in between games. Right. So when I get to the hotel, I can rest generally.
Trailblazers trail by 7. And that's a foul called on Baller. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. They throw good. McCollum.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Good on both.
Really increasing the amount of times he goes to the free throw line, just learning and assimilating. McCollum is so much more comfortable with the ball now.
Here's Graham. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Graham's got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Harris against Levine. Poke loose. They double him with LeBron. Clock at 4. Here's Booth. Portland again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Kobe, the NBA right now is trying to spread this game worldwide, even more so by developing basketball academies. But is enough being done, in your opinion, to develop players right here in the United States?
No. You shouldn't have players that can't shoot free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have players that can't shoot. Like,
We seem to talk about that a lot.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, at what point when you're starting out playing basketball at the age of 10, 12, does a coach not say, come here, son, let me teach you how to shoot the ball? How does that not happen? You know what I mean? And I think it's just, coaches see a player that's extremely athletic. He's bigger than all the other 13-year-olds. He runs faster. He can dunk at 13. Where the coach is like, just do that because we want to win today's game. Just dominate him. Just dunk, dunk, dunk. And you wind up hurting the kid.
Right.
As opposed to taking your time to develop their game and help them be well-rounded.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Baller in that last game against the Jazz was all business. He finished with 30 points and played outstanding defense. Also rebounding well to go along with the offensive play. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks for checking in, D.A. He was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
Well, Kobe, I have to say it's been a real pleasure having you stop by our booth and spending some time with us for this game. Thanks again for coming by. I hope we can do it again.
We will, man. It's been a blast.
There he is, folks, the great Kobe Bryant. And, Brent, we know just how competitive Kobe was as a player, and it's always nice to hear a more reflective side of him when he joins us here in the booth.
Funny the things that you notice, Kevin, when you're in the booth here versus the role that you play as a player, especially for a guy who lives and breathes basketball like Kobe Bryant.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
41 seconds left to play here in the half. And that's a foul called on Baller. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The free throw drops for Lillard. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. It's been quite a game for Baller.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Harris is out there with Baller, and it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. To the paint, here's Booth. That falls. Ice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Graham. Covered by Lillard. Tries it from 9. Rebounded by McGee. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's the lob to Lillard. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
And to the point now where Lillard is just as good at creating his own shot or spotting up off the ball. Keeps defenses guessing.
Graham with the bucket. Graham's got 19 points.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Man, sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
LeBron kicks to Graham. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. That one misses. Trailblazers trail by 8. Over in the corner, Lillard.
No way.
Again, the miss by Lillard.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Graham. And the Lakers with another miss.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Well, you combine the power and the quickness to make guys foul him. Aminu earning the trip to the free throw line.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
No problems knocking that one down. And it's now 23 points for Bowler.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
And McGee kicks to McCullough. Booth, James covering. Shot clock at 5. Got a piece of it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Levine's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Graham, the pass to LeBron. Harris with it. Kicks to Graham. Good. And now a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
That's a 2 from Lillard. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Why would you call it time?
Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
Aminu against Kuzma. He feeds it to Harris. Fires from the line, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
He's just so polished on offense. Harris has what it takes to score from the mid-range. You got to step up on it. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Stolen by Corey Harris. The pass to Kuzma. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Kuzma's got his third basket of the night. Trailblazers trail by 14. Now here's Levine. Pass to Aminu.
Get on him.
This one for 3. It's good from long range.
Like I said, get on him.
Aminu's got 6 points.
Well, it's been a few years that defenses have challenged Aminu to take that shot. They may think twice tonight after seeing that.
And stolen by Lillard. Levine finds Lillard. And it's off from three-point range. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Here's Graham. Covered by Lillard. Graham, the pass to Zubac. In the corner, it's Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kuzma. Good.
Nice.
And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team.
Here's Graham. 25 points in the game. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Graham's got 10 points in just the second half. Trailblazers trail by 14. And Lillard kicks to Collins. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. He gets that one.
Well, he's a great shooter who can just make plays for others. McCollum with a nice assist that time.
Pass to Graham. Ball against McCollum. Here's Ball. Pass to Ingram. With 2 seconds left, and it's good on the layup. Ingram's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Collins is the 4 with Nurkic in the middle. And it's Jerebko in at the small forward position. Graham, the pass to Zubac. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And that one falls for Graham. Both free throws good from Graham. Trailblazers trail by 13. Now Lillard. From 12 feet out, and it's good off the glass. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, so do the quick short dribbles and then create some space. Try to guard that.
Graham, the pass to Ball. Basket good. And the Lakers lead by 13.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Lillard surveying the D. Now here's Jerebko. He's guarded close. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, using that lengthy frame there to draw contact. McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Brandon. Ingram. LeBron comes in for Josh Hart. And Harris subbed in for Ball. And a switch here also for Portland. Aminu's checked in. Lakers leading by 11. Harris outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Trailblazers making a change here. McGee's checked in. The Trailblazers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Inside, here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got it back down to within single digits for Portland. Here's Graham, covered by Lillard. Shoots from the right block, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Yes, of course.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. To the inside. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from McCollum.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Harris passes to Kuzma. Here's Graham. Covered by Lillard. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the fourth personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward. Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Now, that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
And the Lakers call time here. Los Angeles leading by 7. Graham kicks to Harris. Now the pass to Graham. Good, and a nice assist from Corey Harris. Harris has got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
LeBron passes to Graham. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And that one falls for Graham.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Both free throws good from Graham. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 9 points. And the layup's good off the glass. McCollum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
How about CJ's focus on that play? The defense right up in his face, keeps his eyes on target, and buries it.
Harris finds Zubac. Back to Harris. To the middle with the putback.
Well, the O looks unstoppable tonight, especially because of that guy who's just torching him.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Lillard dishes to McCollum. And the call will go against Corey Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. McGee with it. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Lakers leading by 7. LeBron kicks to Graham. Passes it to Kuzma. Graham with the ball. He's guarded by McCollum. James outside. Up top, Graham. Covered by Lillard. 5 to shoot. Right at the free throw line. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Just confident when it comes to taking these shots. Harris feels like he can sink those in his sleep.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make him pay for it.
It's good from long range.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second three of the half.
Lillard finds Aminu. Here is McGee. McCollum outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to James. The three from Corey Harris. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
15 minutes with 2:30 to go.
Here's Lillard.
Over.
And that's a foul called on Baller. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here is Lillard, and that's a foul called on Baller. That will be foul number 5 on him. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And they've let things get out of hand. And good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Baller.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
You know, that's how you send a message to open a series. There's always one player who's the difference maker in the playoffs. And I think we found our man. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin will see if they have enough to get it done.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
Harris against McCollum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
McCollum showing some offensive persistence there. Awesome at going right at the defense. And then he finds himself at the free throw line.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. And so McCollum. Nails both of them. There's 1:54 left in the 4th quarter of this one. To the paint. Here's Graham. It's good. Graham's got 42 in the game.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Portland again missing.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Graham, covered by Lillard. And it's Graham missing.
Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Lakers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal. All-around game for Baller.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
1:02 left in the game. This one for 3. And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 13-point game.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see, fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
Here's Graham, covered by Lillard. And again, the Lakers no good.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
Well, you'd like to have a rewind button and get a couple plays back, but impossible at this point. Need better execution at times.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Graham. Down low. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that. That one. They weren't on the same page there.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 11. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And just trying to salvage anything at this point, even if it's just some momentum heading into the next one.
Well, it's all about doing your best with the time that you've been given. It's the only thing really that you can control as a player. So let's see what they decide to run.
Inside. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Lillard's got 32 points. Here's Graham. And so the Lakers take the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll...
Thank you.
Hey, this is Shaq. Hurrah! You've been beasting these last few games, and it's fun to watch. Anything you feel you've done differently to make this impact?
Oh, man, you know, Shaq, sometimes adrenaline takes over, and I just decide it's time to go out there and put on a show. You know, I'm a man of the people, and the people won't win, so that's what I'm going to give them.
You're not a man, you're an animal. Hurrah!
Here you go.
Welcome to this special edition of NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. We're coming to you from NBA Summer League in hot and sunny Las Vegas.
And it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game 1 now, history. Time for game 2 of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It's the Portland Trail Blazers taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. A look at the Lakers. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
And this is the game that gives them a chance to put the hammer down. I mean, if they can build on their Game 1 win with another one tonight, they'll have a stranglehold on this series.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Lillard and McCollum, the deadly backcourt pairing. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with JaVale McGee. And here are the Trailblazers now, following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Aminu. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And over his career, Aminu really has improved his three-point shot. I mean, the defense has to honor it.
Here's Graham. Here's Wagner. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Wagner's got his first bucket in this one. McCollum outside. Pass to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, Kevin, great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. That's good from McGee. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to speak with Terry Stotts. I asked him about his team's mindset after that opening game loss, and he told me, hey, we're not down. We're on the road. Our goal was to come in here and take one of the first 2. Still in position to accomplish that. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening, and that one misses. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Passes to Lillard. Shoots over Graham. And it's Lillard missing.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Here's Lillard. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, Kevin, such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
James right side. To the middle. Here's Graham. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive.